Hello everyone, Beth with Pearl Treasure Designs here once again with today's challenge collaboration. We're going right into the crafting today, but we will have more to say about our wonderful hosts and co-hosts later on in the video. So let's head to the craft room and see what's cooking. DIY number 1. Today I'm taking apart a frame that was gifted to me from, I guess it was the dollar store or the Dollar Tree. And I'm scraping off the paint element that was on the back of this. I don't do Halloween, so it didn't hurt my feelings to get rid of this. And it just took a straight edge and it came off very easily with that. So cleaned it off well with a window cleaner after I was done, and it looks like it had never been there. So I did go ahead and do that, and then I painted the frame itself with a crackle paint. So I did use the Folk Art one-step crackle with the black foundation and then the white overlay. So you'll get to see that in a second. And what I did do, I didn't want to get anything on the panel of glass itself, so I did go ahead and tape this off so that the glass was clean. I could have taken a straight edge if I'd gotten anything on it, but it's okay. And again, forgive me for the position of my camera. I am still working on the layout. This is still all really new to me. So learning curves are still at play here. So again, just taping both sides of the glass panel, because I will do both sides of the frame for this decor. And I'm gonna let that play out for you so you can see exactly how I did this. So you're going to see here in a second, I put tape in the center of the panel and I wrote on it what I wanted to print out on my Cricut. So that's what you'll see in the middle panel in just a second here. I didn't want to forget what I had thought I wanted to put as a saying on here, so I wrote it on some tape so I wouldn't lose a piece of paper. So that's what I was doing there. And now I'm using the Waverly white chalk paint to go ahead and dry brush this on. I guess I decided at the last minute that I just wanted to dry brush instead of doing the crackle, and any excess I would have wiped off, but it came out really good. I'm really pleased with the results. It's more distressed looking than crackle, so worked for me. So I will do every part of the frame that is black in this manner, and that way it's uniform on the front and the back and the sides. So what you see me getting ready to do next is taking my finger sander and going over the edges of the front of the frame to increase the distressed look of that frame. Now once the paint was dry, I did go ahead and remove the painter's tape so that I could examine the glass and make sure I didn't have anything to clean up. And then I went ahead and started the backing. I took this burlap that I got from the Dollar Tree and put it on my silicone mat to iron. I didn't want the seams to be showing on the back side of the panel that I had kind of envisioned this to look like. So just dry pressing this was the way to go. And I wanted to make sure that it was nice and flat. All right, and I'm sizing it here to the burlap to see where I want to cut. And once I have that glued or stapled in place, then I did use my little craft hammer. It was, because it was wood, it took the staple pretty well. So I stapled this all the way around and secured it, as you can see here, with my hammer, so that it wouldn't shift or move. And you want to make sure that there's no sharp edges to gouge your wall or anything like that. So that's important. Now, after this is done, you're going to get to see the next piece of this process. I ended up turning the frame around and then systematically taking threads off of the outside edges of the burlap. And I'm cutting there to take out a piece where the hanger will be. And I took a needle and threaded those ends underneath the hanger piece itself, so I didn't have a gap in the outside edging. So I'm working that through, and I'll needle each one of those through the head of the needle and just pull it through. So moving on into the edging, the side edges of the frame, and just literally taking one at a time to make sure I didn't cause the burlap to fall apart. And it created this really neat fringe that I really like. And anything that was out of place, or I just cut it with a pair of scissors and level it off on each side, making sure that the strands were not showing. And then I took a little swag that I had put together with some lavender picks from Walmart, and I stapled the whole thing to the inside of the frame and then glued it in place with hot glue and jute. And if it moved, I did go ahead and that's where the hot glue came into place. It moved a little too much for my liking, so I went ahead and secured it down with some hot glue. Welcome to this collaboration. You will find the links to this channel in my description box for the What Would You Do with a Picture Frame? It's a DIY challenge using Dollar Tree frames, and it was inspired by Lisa at Our Gray House. Our host today is Charlene from the Crafty Art Shack, and myself, Beth from Pearl Treasure Designs. And again, find these links to our channels in the description box. We'll show you some amazing DIYs on a budget, and please show us some love by liking, commenting, and subscribing to our channels. If you've been watching for any amount of time, you know we support each other. And now on to DIY number 2. So I did have this solid house frame that I picked up at the Dollar Tree. And I really liked the fabric on the front, so I decided to stay with it and finish the painting on the edges and the back to make it look more like a finished product. And then I'll add some beading and other things to this, so you'll get to see that as we go along here. And I am using Waverly black chalk paint to finish the edges and the back side of this. And I did tape off the edges to make sure that I did not get any paint on the fabric that I was trying to save there, because I really liked the buffalo plaid. And moving on, we can see that I do have to finish the back here, so I'm going to let this play out for you so that you can finish viewing. I am finishing up with the back side of this, and you'll get to see how this came out in the final reveal. DIY number 3. In this DIY, I took this honeycomb plaque, and I took it apart and repainted the frame and painted the underside a solid black after I had taken the stickers off of it. I did do the bee design, be humble and kind. I just wrote that freehand in with a little bit of Denalian writing, and the bees that you see on there are stickers from my scrapbooking supplies, so it was from my stash. And I did paint the back side of this sign and the edges as well to go with my house design. And I will use this in the final reveal.
Hi y'all, it's Beth and Charlene, and we're here today because we are now opening a booth here at the
AvonleaAntiqueMall.
Yes, and we're so excited.
Gotta come check us out.
Yeah, and we're going to show you some more pictures in just a minute of our video. And I'm sorry if it's shaking. I'm trying to hold this selfie stick out there so y'all can see the roof sign and us at the same time.
There you go.
So we'll see y'all here. Come visit.
Yay! Come on.
Hey y'all, this is an opening announcement. Coming soon, the Chic Shack at the Avonlea Antique Mall, booth 208 on 2nd Street inside the mall. It's great, air conditioned, it's got a cafe and even restrooms. That's great, great, great fun. And it is huge. So check us out. Check out the mall. There's lots to offer. So we're giving you a sneak peek down 2nd Street. And that gentleman right there is one of the managers, Rick. And he's a great guy. Knows everything there is. And you get to see, we're walking through this place. It's amazing. And right here, this is where you're going to find our booth. This is what it looks like before, and the owner is there getting ready to vacate the site, and then this is the before picture, and I can't wait for y'all to see what the after picture is going to be like. So blessings to you. Come on down to Avonlea Mall and see us the 1st or 2nd week of June. So be sure to be watching out for that announcement where we get to tell you when our booth will be open. Thanks for watching. A big shout out to all my subscribers. If you're not subscribed, it's free. Go ahead and subscribe. Hit that like button and share with all your friends. I really would appreciate that. Now, for all of you that might need spiritual support, please go to pastorbethkelly@gmail.com, or you can also find me at Pastor Beth Kelly at Beth Kelly Podcast on YouTube. Listen, folks, we're all in this together.